Hello, this is Barry from Elliott Wave. How's it going? Here's the weekly update on the Nasdaq. We're also going to take a look at the S&P 500. As always, we'll just take a look at the short-term count. If you are interested in the longer-term count, then you can just look at one of my older videos. I will link one of those. So it should be popping up right now as I'm talking. So if you just click on it, you can see what is my longer-term view. Now, again, for the sake of this video, as I said last time, I'll try not to edit it too much so that when I am thinking, I will try to share my thinking process and you guys might as well learn something. Am I the best? No. Are there people better than me? Yes, otherwise I would have been the best. And perhaps we can all try to learn from each other. So as always, let me know in the comments if you don't agree with the count, you don't agree with part of it, you agree with it, you have a different one, you want to share it, so on and so forth. And if you do want to share it, and if you want to stay updated more, then I highly recommend you join the Discord. It's completely free, and it's a brand new Discord. As you can see here, it's Elliott Wave Discord. We have the chat, trading ideas, cryptos, indices, stocks, FX, and then I am building a section for the long-term stock portfolio. So it's active, there's people in it. I'm just waiting for more to come. So the Nasdaq. Now, I think in one of the last video, I was potentially calling a top here. Now, can this still a top here at 16,900, almost 17,000? Possible. However, this is also highly possible. And if we look at futures market, no, here, don't mind too much about this count. What I'm trying to say is this can be easily pulled here. There's no wave count validation. Let me show you. I'll zoom in as well. And then this can go here. Yep. A, B, C. And then we could have had some sort of wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then for lower. Now, there is a possibility but it's highly unlikely. We have wave 3 here, 5 here, 4 here, 4 in the making, maybe sideways wave 4, so something like this. Then a bit higher, push higher, a bit above 17,000, which has been my main target, and then pull back lower. Now, between the two, I do prefer the first one, which is the one I am keeping track of on the cash market. Again, no wave count validation. I'll just draw a line. No wave count validation. Looking for a bit higher highs. Just break this previous all-time high, because on the Nasdaq, unlike the S&P, we are trading at all-time highs, as you can see. And so just a tiny one. And then at that point, I could start to see a larger pullback. And that larger pullback, again, there's two main ways to look at it. A wave 3 of intermediate degree in place, pull back down potentially around 15,000, back up and then pull down, or else, which is more in line with what is happening on the S&P, which is we're going to take a look in just a second. This is not wave 1 and 2, but it's part of a complex correction. The actual low is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, ABC, wave 2, and then onto a major bull market. Which one is going to be? Not sure, but they're both forecasting downside and a bit of a more significant pullback than what we've seen ever since, October of 2023. So if you have longs, just be careful, be mindful. We might see a larger top soon. Now, if we take a look on the daily here, take a look at RSI. We are forming RSI divergence on the daily, as well if we take a look at what was meant to be. It is labeled as a third of a third. That's where we have the highest RSI reading, and it is getting weaker. So it looks like we might be in some sort of wave 5. Take a look at the averages just briefly. We are trading above all averages, and we are finding support on the 20 MA. Ideally, break below the 20 MA, find resistance on the 20 MA, and then continue lower. If we go on the futures market, take a look at volume, you can see how, this actually was the holiday, so we could have forecasted easily not much volume, but nevertheless, we are at big volume, the largest volume we've had ever since March. So that kind of is indeed a sign that perhaps people are starting to close their longs and sellers are stepping into the market. Let's see on intraday. Yeah, looks like sellers might be stepping in. So, can we see a bit more upside? Yes. Nevertheless, we could be entering like thin ice, to use just a metaphor. So the S&P, back to the daily again, just going to take a look at the short-term count. So here on the S&P, I'm seeing this as a wave 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5. What I like about this count is wave 2 is sideways, wave 4 is pretty sharp. No wave count invalidation by the penny almost. And we then rallied into wave 5. Now, again, as I said, unlike the Nasdaq, we have not broken all-time high yet. And it looks like we may be into wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. However, we did break previous December high, at this point 2023 highs on the S&P, which is something we have not done yet on the Nasdaq. So again, basically same direction as the Nasdaq. I can see a bit more upside to come and then a larger pullback, but as you probably already could tell by looking at the larger time frame, I am seeing this as a wave 1 and 2 and then look for further upside. Whereas on the Nasdaq, as I said, not sure if we are topping a wave 1 or a wave 3. That being said, if you want to stay updated on more instruments and on smaller time frames, then again, I highly recommend you join the Discord. It's completely free. Hope to see you there. Hope to chat there. And if you do enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss out on the next update. And if you like the video, please leave a like. It really helps. And I'll see you in the next one.